teachers and guests. I wonder if you're enjoying visiting galleries or art museums. Some people say that they feel frustrated when it comes about art. Actually, feeling stupid or ashamed of oneself is the biggest barrier to be an art lover. Then, how can you enjoy art without being intimidated? Well, for one good thing is we were all born with an eye for beauty. According to a research, even babies who were just born hours ago stare longer at an attractive face rather than less attractive one. So you should remember that we know instinctively what is beautiful. So the rule number one to enjoy art is be confident about what you feel when appreciating art. No matter what the impression you get from the artwork, it is all correct and welcome. So just stroll around in the gallery and allow yourself to respond to the artwork like, wonderful. Well, what could that be? Things like that. When you find an interesting work, spend a little more time at the work and enjoy the various visual elements. Appreciating art is another form of communication. So, the rule number 2 is close observation and enjoying the artist's creative and different point of view. I'd like to show you how I appreciate art at a gallery. Will you show me? This is a work I saw at a gallery last week. I was overwhelmed by the dazzling color of yellow of the tree, which covers pretty big size of the canvas. It was like seeing a life-size ginkgo tree in autumn. We can hardly see the skies or what is behind the tree, and even the ground is covered yellow. It is just like as if we are see someone we love. We only see the person, but we don't see anything around him. Okay, so I could see that the artists are probably presenting what he loves to the audience. And what else? The texture. From the thick layers of paint and plentiful of paint lumps, I could also feel the richness of the season. And it was like the painting, the painter filled the whole entire canvas with just one tree. So it gives kind of a strong presence to the tree. And it is like the tree is shouting out joy to the world. Like in autumn, the tree changes the entire world into yellow. And we experience not only the beauty of nature, but also the joy of change. And I think no other color better express the joy as yellow. So it feels like the tree is shouting out happiness and joy to the world and saying, I rule the world. It's my world now. Okay, lastly, rule number 3 is criticizing and your own interpretation. Art should be understood in many different ways depending on your taste and background. So even Picasso's paintings cannot please everybody's taste. So for your practice, I brought one of my work to you. Okay, can I have the second? Sure. Since it is just practice, you can freely give me a comment and your impression to me later. Its title is Flying, and I wanted to show the beauty of the diver and his courageous decision to throw himself into the air, flying. Even though he made a very short stay in the middle of the air, it was a short flight. It was quite a very daring movement into another dimension. So many people think about falling with a negative concept. It comes with a negative concepts like mistakes or failure or things like that. But I admire people who are willing to take such mistakes and do not fear for being wrong or willing to take risks. So I try to describe the figure pretty beautifully balanced and healthy and young, and as a spirit of challenge. And the water doesn't show which way is up or down. So what I think is the direction of movement is not important as long as it is splendid and heading for somewhere. And this is all. So I hope this image could comfort you sometimes and saved in your memories for long. And I'm looking forward to hearing your impression and comments on my work. Thank you.